I wrote 8 fantasy novels before I turned 21, and I think I learned a pretty good amount along the way over the last 3 years of doing that. Uh, One thing that scared me before starting was that I thought I only had one book in me, and it's just not the case. If you're able to write one book, I really do believe you can write basically infinite books. I think ideas maybe, or like similarities might cross or bridge between them, but you don't just have one book in you. It feels like it at the time because it's the only book you ever worked on or created, and it feels like these are all my best ideas I've ever had. I can't do better than this. Uh, but then looking back, definitely, my first book sucked ass. It was terrible. I mean, and it's not supposed to be good. I think, unless I know like Patrick Rothfuss, his first book, because he edited it to hell, it was amazing, got published, and it was great. For most people, that's just not the case, and I was no different in that. My first book, Echoes of Time, was terrible, literally like horrendous. Every time I look back on it, it makes me laugh. It's like it's nice to see how far the journey has taken me, even if I think I haven't come that far, because in reality I actually have. Uh, Pure book one is essentially pure training. That's how Sanderson always teaches it in his class, and I really like how that puts things into perspective. And he even takes it as far as to say books 1 through 5 are training, and I also really like that because I think my 5th book, Blood of the Fallen, was the first book I wrote that I truly felt like, oh, this could actually be something. Especially like rereading it now, I would definitely need to edit it and revise it like a good chunk, but I think the base there could still be something today. And that was just not the case for books 1 through 4. I like the stories and the concepts of my first 4 books, but they were not coming together as well as books 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or whatever have come out. Another thing I learned was if you don't write, I like to write daily personally, just because I like seeing the word count always going up, or every day of my existence I just see that number be higher. It's just a stupid progression thing for my brain that it just is really satisfying. But I would say consistency is the important part. If you can figure out a schedule to stay consistent and the amount that you're writing in those time frames, I think you'll be unstoppable. When I'm not working, I write 6 days a week, 2,000 words every day. And it's great. It's fantastic because that's what, 12,000 words a week I'm burning through with ease, basically. And it's fantastic. When I am working, I do 4 writing sessions a week at 2,000 words. I do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday is what I like to try and do for writing sessions when I'm working. I do it super early in the morning, like 5 a.m., and I have work at 8. It's a lot, but I really like it, and it starts my morning off great. I think remembering also that writing is supposed to be enjoyable and not a complete slogfest or a chore, where you should write what you want to read. I know that's a cliche, but I do think it is true. If you're writing for trends or for a publisher or anything like that, and that's not what you actually want to be writing or be reading, you're probably not even going to finish what you're writing. And so then what's the point at the end of the day? Versus if you truly love what you're making and you are seeing it play out in your head and you want to see it come to the page and actually see people experience what you're experiencing, and that the emotions that you feel when writing it. Oh cool, a sick bird just landed outside my window. You need to write what you want to read. And for me, it's amazing. It feels like I'm basically making movies, but books, but in my head, but on paper. And I love it. Yesterday I started the sequel to book 7 and of a trilogy, and it was amazing. I love writing so much. Every day I write feels right, ironically. If I don't write, it feels like I'm holding a sneeze, and it's just painful and annoying. Also, embrace that you'll copy other writers in the beginning, because that's kind of just how it goes. Before you catch your stride and you start creating your own voice, you will probably be emulating Sanderson or anyone else you like to read, basically, because that's all you really know. And then eventually, over time, after you've written enough words, your own voice will start to ooze through, and it'll almost like shed those other authors into like molding your own style. I think it's super cool. And I think just like in the Way of Kings, man, journey before destination, life before death. The journey is life, and the destination is death. It's a long ride if you want to get published, but I think one well worth riding. And I think if you love what you're making, it doesn't hurt, even if you don't make money. Because you're making art, and we're creating worlds. What more could you ask for?